Hello, welcome to Game 7 of the Medium Games Finals. This is a decisive Game 7. Whoever wins this game wins the Medium Games Tournament and is crowned the Medium Games Champion. I said the same thing twice. I'm here with April as always. This is an exciting Game 7. We've had a back-and-forth match. We've basically traded pairs of games to here. 2 wins by each as first player, 1 win by each as second player. So the winner of this game is the winner of the tournament. If they tie, then they switch first player and they play until somebody wins. So let's take a look at what we got. We've got a couple of really good fours. I think Spice Merchant is probably the best open. Swamp Hag looks quite annoying. I think you're going to have to play with that, and I sort of wonder whether you play with Kiln as well as a gainer. Acting Troop can give you actions, as can Blessed Village, Herald, Ironmonger. I think Dismantle will see some play here. I think we're going to Spice Merchant a lot of our starting coppers. And we'll be through those fairly quickly. So dismantling estate into gold copper is fine, and then we can even use the copper for plus buy off of Spice Merchant later. Sportingelijah had the 2-5, which is Swamp Hag open, I guess, is fine. It's a little bit, it's sad, but I don't know what else I'm opening here. Especially as player 2, there's a chance you get it in play turn 3, and then their turn 4 where they draw their stuff is a little bit sad. And yeah, we're seeing that here. SSounder's got a pretty nice turn. They're going to draw probably 2 coppers. And see their Ironmonger, and they're going to have a tough decision as to whether they buy something with this 6 money that they've got. I'm not really sure.
Maybe. I'll say Kill is gnarly, too clunky. But with Acting Troop, it might be less clunky.
Yeah, this happens to me all the time. I don't know if this is just the RNG or what, but Sportingelijah had 2-5-5, which seems very unlikely split, but I see it all the time, and they have 2 Swamp Hags in deck by turn 3. So I don't know what you do here. Is SSounder, you just take a dismantle and commit to slowly trashing the curses and thinning your deck of coppers and getting some Swamp Hag attacks yourself.
Something here, yeah.
Second Swamp Hag doesn't seem. I'm sorry, I spoke it into existence.
Here's an easy pass.
Yeah. For those of you who aren't in America, Easy Pass is the thing you use on your dashboard that on your windshield that pays tolls for you, so you don't have to stop at the toll booth and pay someone. Although it's not called that in California, I don't think.
It's like fast.
Yeah. So I thought we might have a nice fun kingdom here, and now we're just in a Swamp Hag slog. Yeah, I mean, we desperately need dismantles, right? We want to thin our coppers with Spice Merchant, and dismantle curse is fine, and dismantle estate into copper gold is fine. Why Herald, one asks. These are all good questions. It's a very, very poor imitation of a village.
Overpay, and you gotta use all your money, you know?
And then they just immediately collided their Swamp Hag, which is like...
Because they put them both on top.
Oh, well, that makes no sense to me then. Why did they put both on top? I don't think they put both on top.
All your money.
I think they put copper Swamp Hag on top, and they just happened to top deck the other one.
No, look at what they revealed first. They revealed 2 Swamp Hags. Then they revealed 1 Swamp Hag. Then they revealed 0 Swamp Hag. So that means they top deck the copper and 2 Swamp Hags.
Well, you don't have to spend all your money, April. I don't know if anyone has ever told you this.
Oh my god, so many Swamp Hags.
So the other...
I really wanted to dismantle. Not it's a little late.
Something nice about the dismantle is that, let's say you both get 2 Swamp Hags in play every turn for the rest of the game. I could still build an engine just using dismantle, right? I can dismantle estates into copper gold. I can dismantle gold into engine piece, Herald or Ironmonger, and I can build a little deck. I can get some Acting Troops maybe, and I'm going to get through the coppers eventually with the Spice Merchants. And then once I've built this little deck, I'm happy to take 1 curse a turn because my dismantle helps me Helps me get through it. Here I imagine we Herald Overpay and top deck Swamp Hag Spice Merchant. It's
I
like
would still take this model. I don't know. That's pretty reasonable, though.
yeah, we've got enough coppers. I'm not worried about not drawing any treasures, and there's not much for the Herald to hit, but it sifts a little bit, and if you can get a hit off it, it's quite nice. So would you have opened on 5-2 just Spice Merchant nothing?
I don't know. I think I'd open Swamp Hug. I'm not sure.
And then if you
open Spice Merchant nothing, you're like never hitting anything.
You're just hitting three or four.
Hitting like 3 for the rest of your life. I mean, you'll buy Solar. Okay, Horde, I'd not get done with.
So when we buy green cards, we also gain curses, right? Well, Horde has found its true destiny as a target for Spice Merchant. This is a very sad draw, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to open Dismantle nothing, right? Then I'm not hitting anything either.
Yeah.
I'm worried if I open Dismantle nothing, I hit 3 twice, even though it seems pretty unlikely that that's the case, but the Dismantle seems like a key piece here, even if it is normally very bad at the thing we're having it do, because it's turn 12 and we've barely done anything with our decks, right? We've gained 5 cards that aren't named Swamp Hag and Curse on turn 12. Wow, is that right? No, Horde. If we count the piles, there are 6 cards gone, 6 Swamp Hags, 1 each of 4 Kingdom cards, 2 silvers and 2 curses. Like, the Dismantle would have done so much by now. And I don't know why Sportingelijah has not gotten the Spice Merchant. Like, certainly the Spice Merchant must be better than the 3rd Swamp Hag, right?
As SSounder, you're happy to just keep the stalemate forever, which is why Horde is super confusing. But they have a Spice Merchant.
I'm trying to think of a card. I guess Kiln was worse than Horde. And Gold is equally bad, probably. But I think I'm just going to keep asking them to buy Dismantle forever. And they bought a province. Not really what I expected. They're just committing to the slug.
Oh no, money. This is definitely a game where you can both get that control. It seems a lot weaker.
It doesn't even seem that difficult to get deck control with Spice Merchant and Dismantle. And Spice Merchant's good at churning, and then you're dismantling golds into kilns, and you're playing Blessed Village, and you're killing Ironmongers and Heralds and stuff, and all of a sudden you're just get a nice engine going.
Yeah, you don't need to buy anything.
Yeah, or you could just buy provinces or something by that point and still add a couple of engine pieces every turn. Both these decks also could benefit from an acting troop, I think, given how many times they've collided their terminals. Now the decks are thick enough, I think, that SSounder shouldn't take curses unless they're a really good, and they have...
Well, not too many.
So our current tally is 5 Kingdom cards and 8 other Kingdom cards and 8 Swamp Hags. Honestly, now SSounder can just pass until Elijah doesn't play a Swamp Hag and slowly win their coppers. Or by the Dismantle. But yeah, you're right. They've lost some amount of deck control because they've added 2 provinces in the duchy.
And the Horde and the Gold and another Gold.
Okay, well, all those are bad cards that you just named. Perhaps adding bad cards to the deck is bad. And again, they draw the Spice Merchant with just... and now Sportingelijah gets a horde. I don't know what's going on anymore. This does not seem like the kind of kingdom that should lead to this stalemate. We do not have official rules. We do not have official rules in place in this tournament for what a stalemate is. But if like more than so many turns go by without players buying anything, we can. It's probably just a reroll, and I don't know whether you switch first player in the case of a reroll. I don't think you do. If you reroll for a stalemate, it's as if the game never occurred. Please do not buy province to gain 2 curses.
I do not want Man, I'm happy to pass for 2 curses. Oh my god.
It seems like Elijah's back in this game now. I still want them to get a Spice Merchant then to dismantle and build, a real deck, but once the curses run, the Swamp Hag attack does very, very little. Just play Swamp Hag past turn. Play Swamp Hag plus. We didn't even find a Swamp Hag this turn. So now is SSounder's shot. I think we just take a coins buy here and take the guaranteed province with no curse.
Sounds good, yeah.
I definitely think I think I agree with Elijah's the first 2 Swamp Hags. It's kind of weird. Your second player, you get 5. I think the third Swamp Hag and on should have been Spice Merchant, then, dismantle, or maybe you grab an acting troop along the way.
Yeah.
But it just looks lost now.
There just aren't enough points going around to
Yeah. So we grab a duchy here, and then there's 18. All right, there's 9, 15, 23 points left in the pile, and SSounder has a 21-point lead. So this, we could dismantle curses, so it's not over, but they do find the goals for the province. So a little bit of an anticlimactic win for the Sonoran Sounder, but they are indeed the new medium games champion. So congratulations to them. They get to go up and play big games next season. And congrats to Sportingelijah for a great run. They had to play a play-in match to get here and play a tough match against the 1 seed for the group, and then play SSounder again. They took them to 7 games. As SSounder says, really, really good match. Tough games. I think both players could stand to do a little bit of workout with the quarries. Maybe looking at some donate lines, but otherwise really impressed with their play overall. And as I said, first player was nice and awkward splits in that last game. Thank you, Rachel, for joining me for commentary.